Welcome back to ALW Collectibles, where yet again we are taking a jump into Transformers The Last Knight. This time with Steelbane, one of the Guardian Knights. And the second one that I've reviewed with this mold that I don't know what to do with. So, I did the previous video with Skeletron, and I made it clear I am not a fan of this Dragon mode. This one has even worse issues than his updated version, which was Skeletron, who was remolded from this figure. Having said that, love the robot mode, love the concept. Just the Dragon mode, not a fan of this at all. Too many issues for me. He does come with an accessory. He does come with his sword, which is really detailed. Looks really nice. It is soft, rubbery plastic. This part, the handle's a little bit stiffer, but the sword part is soft. Can be attached to him in Dragon mode. Plugging it into here. Handle goes here, and it runs up his back. Like so. Again, even with that, just no. So, first thing you'll notice when I did the video, his head will not stay up. Doesn't matter how I arch or angle the neck, does not stay. Arms keep flopping. Legs will not stay in place. They keep sliding. The only thing that stays up is his tail. Again, I'm not a fan of this Dragon mode. I'll try to be as fair as I can be with it, but no. If it was differently designed, it has a good standing, but no, I just can't. This thing just not, no. I want to hear what people think in the comments about it. Yeah. The minute I put it down, it's going to say. Now it looks like he's foraging for grass. Oh, it's a shame. Beautifully detailed though. Red tongue in there. Bluish steel for the top. Red for the eyes. The mouth does open and close. Does have swivel in the neck. I didn't show that on Skeletron, but he does have swivel in the neck. Top of the head goes up and down. The neck is posable, as you can see, and then you can move this piece. Arms, dragon arms, kind of hard to see. They're on. Yep. Ball joint. And then you can move the elbow. Again. Oh, such a bad design. Wings, of course, move. Those can go all the way around. My luck, I'm going to do it and it's going to snap. Shoulder or back of the leg, elbow. The minute you start doing stuff, wow. Feet, arms, all that move. I know this isn't my normal review because I want to get through this Dragon mode. The tail does move around, but as you can see, I'm already having issues just moving the pieces. They keep sliding and dislocking and disjoining, and yeah. I think this is one of the figures, I may be wrong, they rushed it too quick. They should have done a little more developing on it to really make sure, because I don't like the gaps here. Again, everything pops off the minute you touch it. Nothing stays put. Looked like the head was doing fine, but it's actually being propped up by the wing so it can stay up. It's a shame. It's a beautiful robot, too. Alright, having said that, my complaining, nitpicking out of the way, the color palette looks really good. The design, if you look at it from this side, looks great. You display it something like this, that would be awesome. Just don't look at the other side. Not a big fan of how the hands are hanging out here. Same thing if you come down here. You can see the head popping out the back here. Like you saw, I just barely moved these around and the ball joints were popping. So, released in the second wave of the last Knight Deluxe toys, early product runs and several runs afterwards still had quality control issues with loose joints, things popping out, parts not tabbing in properly. As you can see, my mold has the trifecta. I've got all the issues with it. I'm not trying to knock this toy. It's just Dragon mode does not do it for me. So let's get him into robot mode, because then at least in my opinion he looks a lot better. Alright, first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to take the wings and open them up like this and get them out of my way. So now he looks like that. I'm going to come to the back here, I'm going to move these panels, and then I'm going to open these panels up so it does like a butterfly here. I'm going to come to the back again. I'm going to take this whole plate and bring it up like that. I'm going to take the thigh and I'm going to rotate it this way. So if you look at the front of the robot, this is now on the right side. I'm going to take this leg, rotate. There's a plate behind the head. You'll see it here. It rotates. And I'm just going to bring this down, and that's all going to clip together. And then you just bring the tail back, which is going to bring the foot with it. And you rotate the leg to the front. There's one leg. Dragon head has to go forward for a second. You're going to bring it up, and then you're going to rotate the dragon's head backwards, and it is going to tab. And that goes like that. And that gives you his legs. So bring these down so you can see what's going on. Now you're going to take this part here, and you're going to close these a little bit. Not all the way, but a little bit more. So this plate will slide up, and then these will come into place. Just like Steelbane, Skull Knight, back here, these all tabs together, like so. On both sides. Take the hand of the dragon, flip it back, rotate it at the wrist, flip it back, rotate it at the wrist, and then you can just set these any way you wish. And he just completely started transforming on me. Set that, and as you can see, it just, the minute I do that, he starts to untransform. Side note though, something I forgot to mention on the other one, it's kind of hard to see. You want to make sure that part of this piece goes underneath this, or it's not going to hold together properly at all. But as you can see, mine just comes apart anyway. And set his shoulders. Make sure the wings are good. And there he is. There is Steelbane in his robot mode. And like I said, robot mode, I love the Knights. I think they look great in robot mode. I think they look fantastic. Just realized my camera's crooked. I must have whacked it. Robot mode looks fantastic. I can even handle the wings coming out all the way back here. Just that dragon mode, I can't do it. I can't do it. Overall, looks really like a medieval knight. He looks like it's wearing armor. That face, blue steel for the face, grayish color all the way around the top. I wish the eyes were a separate color, but they're not. Love the artwork on these are fantastic. Molding is really clean on this. You can see the multicolors. You got like an ivory, the blue, and the silver. They say to do that with it. I forgot to flip that back forward. And very rarely do I do this. We're going to put them side by side. And again, robot mode, they look fantastic. Dragon mode, maybe it's just me, but I'm not a fan. Articulation, head will go all the way around. Up and down. Shoulder. In and out. Pauldron goes up and down. Bicep. Elbow. And if you move this, the wrist will go all the way around. Just make sure you put it in the right spot. Wings, of course, you saw when I was doing it earlier, they move all around. You can set these any way you want. You can have them like he's flying down any way you wish with those. Big boot. Back boot. He does have a thigh rotation and a knee swivel. And he does have a bend. And the articulation for the toes is insane. So, the only reason I didn't really mess with the wings with this one, like I did with the last video, is because as soon as you start touching the wings on him, again, he starts to mistransform and come all apart. So there are some quality control issues with my molds. And with this one, like I said, I got the trifecta. All three of the defects that they list, I got them. Can't hold his weapon. But even despite the quality control issues and the issues, I think it's a nice addition to the collection. And directly from the packaging, my last figure actually had a problem with the rubber. Again, I can't speak. The wings are rubber plastic, and as you can see, one of mine are bent. And I got these when they first came out. He came out in 2017, and I still haven't been able to fix that. And of course, the bio for him, Steelbane is one of the mystic guardian knights that has sworn an oath to protect the staff from Merlin and keep it out of the hands of the great deceiver. So yeah, robot mode, fantastic. I would easily give it a 10, despite all its flaws. As far as dragon mode, I'll be honest, I'll give it like a 5, maybe highest. 4.5 to 5, that's it. I'm not a fan of the dragon mode. But having said that, nice addition to any collection, especially if you want all the knights. This has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit the like button, subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel members and subscribers. I do appreciate it. Many, many more videos heading your way. I'm going to get ready for my next video. He's going to go protect the staff from Maryland. You have a good day.